How long does one of those comedy skits take you to make? Because
So,
for me, that would take me quite literally like an entire day's worth of work, and I would get like a 30-second clip that I'd hate and never post.
so the cop video, the first cop video that I did, it took me 2.5 hours to do 45 seconds.
Welcome back to another episode of Chris's Secret Podcast. I'm impressed that you found it. This is episode number 13, and on today's show, we have Evan, a.k.a. Bubba Ward. You most likely know him from his massive TikTok following, where he'll post clips of him singing country music covers or doing hilarious comedy skits. During our conversation, we discussed what it's like to be a black country singer. Also, we talked about how he grew his TikTok following so freaking fast through doing collabs with other influencers, and we went over his Mount Rushmore of country music singers. I freaking love my conversation with Evan. His positive attitude is freaking contagious. So without further ado, I present to you Bubba Ward. We're live.
Yes,
How's it
sir.
going, Mr. Bubba Ward?
It's going good, man. How about you? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. You're a hard man to get a hold of.
Oh, man, I tell you, I said I had to set an alarm and all that stuff. I was like, because I know if I don't, I'm going to forget.
You're good. You're good. I was like, I'm going to text him. I'm going to text him again. I'm going to text him a third time.
Yes,
I'm going to make sure you don't forget about me.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Cool. Well, I'm excited to jump on with you. I knew we were gonna get along because obviously I know you from Ernest, who's your cousin, right?
You're right. First cousin.
Okay, yeah. So I know you through him, but I was like, I don't really know anything about you other than what he was telling me.
Right.
And so I went on like your TikTok to look you up, and the first video I saw was your sweet tea one, and I was like, I'm gonna like this guy. I grew up on McDonald's sweet tea.
Yes, sir. You know,
I can relate.
Like hummingbird juice.
Exactly. Well, cool, man. I'm excited to have you on. Where are you calling in from? Like, where are you based out of?
So I'm calling it out of Newport News.
Oh, Bad News, VA, right?
Yeah, right.
All right. Wait, how long have you lived there?
So, right, I'm here with my sister now. I'm
Okay.
transitioning between apartments. Went from one, and I'm trying to get into another one. But yeah, that's the reason why I'm here right now. But this ain't my scene. I don't like the country life. I mean the city life. I like the country life. The country life is where it's at, where I want to stay at. I don't like all these just traffic and all these lights. I ain't about it.
Wait, so you're saying you're transitioning apartments? Are you like moving out of Newport News?
So
like, this is just temporary?
I was in Gloucester, came
Okay.
here just for the time being, and then hopefully move back to Gloucester.
Got it. Okay, there you go. I was gonna say because obviously me and Big E, Ernest were down there in Newport News, good old Bad News VA for college.
Oh yeah. Seeing you, right?
Yeah, seeing you. Yeah,
Nice.
exactly. So familiar with the area. I don't hate you for trying to get out of the area.
For sure.
But cool, man. So I guess like I just want to get to know you a little bit better. So like, what made you get into music? And now, obviously, I'm knowing you from Big E's perspective of him saying you're like the greatest country singer in the world. But I'm just like was checking out, dude. I think your skits are as good, if not better, than your freaking country music. They're hilarious.
Dude,
So
I really appreciate that, man. It's kind of like one of the things to where I love making people laugh, but I also love singing for people too. So I kind of mix the two, best of both worlds. I have so many people that will message me, like personally, saying I was going through the worst day ever, and I just watched your videos, and just like that, my day was turned around. Your videos are amazing. I love your singing. I love your comedy. So I'm really loving the two mixed together.
Dude, I'll say you're killing both of them. So I'm quite impressed. Yeah, because I was going there expecting to see just a bunch of singing, and then I'm looking at like these like funny like fake cop videos and all this other stuff. I was like, dude, this guy's got it. Like, are you like? Did you grow up like acting or just naturally funny? Like, how'd you get into doing kind of the comedy skits?
Okay, that's funny that you asked that. So me and my cousin Lorenzo, Ernest's little brother.
Okay.
We used to run around the yard just pretending like we were like just talking like this is gonna sound crazy as hell, like a racist dad.
Oh, no.
So that's what that goddamn voice. You know that voice. That's what that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's all over the TikTok.
So that's where that voice came from. We just kind of just played around the yard with it, and then one day, as you know, I was on TikTok, and I seen that guy Dana Great. I happened to see his videos, and I was like, you know what's funny? I said we used to do this crap all the time when we were kids. I said, why not just go ahead and just do it now? So I made a skit. My first couple skits were like they did okay, but like my fourth or fifth skit hit like 100,000 views.
Really?
So I was like, and it was Southern sayings. It was like things that Southerners would say, like it was hot outside or cold outside, or you know, when kids are going in and out of the house, you know, you close that door, you're letting all the good air, you know, all that stuff like that. You know? So,
that's hilarious. And so it was the fourth. It was like the fourth skit that you put up, like blew up like that.
Fourth skit I did, I believe it was no, I believe the fourth skit I did was car. I think it was when people drive by, when people are driving fast. Southerners say when people drive fast.
Yeah.
You know, if somebody just fly past your house like, holy dog shit, you know, stuff like that, you know. Because these are all the things that people don't really think about, but people really say this shit all the time. So it's like, you know, why not bring it to my comedy stuff, you know?
Yeah. Dude, that's great. So did you start the TikTok with like singing, or did you just start it and just started doing skits off the bat? Like what came first, singing or the skits?
The singing, the comedy came second, the singing came first. So I had another channel that was Bubba, I think it was the Bubba Ward.
Okay.
So I went through a really bad breakup, and I stopped posting. Like I went through it it was like August, September-ish, and I stopped posting, and my algorithm just went straight down.
Yeah.
I was hardly getting any views. Like I would get like maybe 6,000 views on a video, sometimes 8,000 views on a video, and the interaction was okay, but it wasn't what it once was when I was, you know, more consistent with it. So I'd stopped doing TikTok for a little bit, and I said, you know what? I need to get back into it because not to, you know, toot my own horn, but I am too talented to just be sitting here doing nothing. So I created a Beer Buddy TV channel where I could do a mixture of singing and comedy because I had so many ideas and stuff that I wanted to do, but I was trying to figure out how do I get this out to the world.
Yeah.
So thus Beer Buddy TV was born, and that sprung so many opportunities. So I met so many nice people. I've had a couple sponsorship things. I've actually had a company reach out to me, East Coast Waterfowl, about a week and a half ago, something like that.
Okay.
It was when I did my turkey hunting video. I don't know if you saw that one.
I did. I was gonna ask you about that later on. Yeah, I did. Okay. Hilarious.
So when I posted that video, I had them actually share my video on their page. Now their page on Instagram has over 198,000 followers on that.
Yeah.
So they got I got a lot of followers off of that video. And however, they're going to send me some hats and stuff like that. So I'm pretty excited about those.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, that's the one where you're talking about like it's on the neighbor's property line.
Step right over it.
It's so true. It's so true. I've only been hunting one time, but it was with my grandpa. He's like, "Oh, come on, Chris, we'll just walk over this. There's like a fence, a clear barbed wire, like, and it's always been like trampled over. Don't care."
Yeah, exactly.
That's hilarious. Now, do you go fishing and hunting, or like do you do any of that stuff regularly?
Oh, 100%. I mean, you can see the hat. I mean, this is what I wear on a normal basis: flannel, camouflage hat, coaster. Well, anyways, no, I fish. I started fishing when I was about probably 9 years old. I started hunting when I was 7.
Really?
Yep. Started hunting when I was 7. I didn't kill my first deer until I was in high school. But I love hunting, fishing, mainly freshwater. I do saltwater fish a little bit, but I mainly do freshwater right now.
Yeah. I mean, well, the only good part about being in good old Newport News, Virginia, is there is a lot of decent fishing all around that area.
There's a lot of fishing around here.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't really know about, like, unless you go and look, you know.
Well, yeah, it's not. I feel like a lot of people down there aren't thinking about going out and fishing. They're like trying to go to the movies or go out to the bars or whatever.
Yeah.
So there's like no, like, because I feel like where I'm at right now, because I'm in kind of like the northern part of Virginia, not Nova, but like if you're familiar with like Winchester, Virginia. Basically, if you're looking at Virginia, I'm like the most northern peak of Virginia, up in the mountains.
Okay.
And so if you go up here, you'll go to like the river, the lakes, and there'll be a bunch of people out because it's just a bunch of rednecks trying to get trying to catch fish.
Absolutely.
And but down there in Newport News, like I would go fishing at like primo spots. Like they'd have docks where you could put your poles in the. No one's there, or like one person there. It's great.
That's what I love about like fishing these like urban areas is that you literally have access to so many spots that a lot of people don't know about. So you can catch a lot of good quality fish, and the fish aren't pressured. They'll literally bite. You'll throw a shoe in there with a treble hook and they'll bite.
Yeah, you're not wrong, dude. You're not wrong. I went down back in college. Me and my roommate would go fishing pretty regularly, and it's hilarious because you'd throw in like anything, and they'd just be biting left and right. Yeah,
that's what I love about it, man. You get those pressure lakes, and you got a little more finessing on your hands. But when you get these spots that a lot of people don't really know about, that's when you got a good thing.
Oh yeah. No, in college, one of my other buddies, not my roommate, but a buddy I went to high school with, we actually over the summer after freshman year, because we used to fish all the time, just right off the dock, and we were driving. I don't know where we were going to, but we saw like a little John boat in a yard sale. It basically was like a glorified like paddle boat type material, like kind of plastic fiberglass, and it had like $100 for sale, and I was like, $100 for a boat? Like, all right. So we pull over. The thing's cracked to like all hell. But regardless, we picked it up. I ended up refiberglassing it and bought like a whatever, like $100 trolling motor from Walmart with a battery. Right. And dude, we took that thing all over every little pond that we could find. It was a great time.
That's what it's all about, man. Speaking of boats, I took a boat, just a regular dinghy. It's only 9.5 foot, and I turned it into a bass boat. I converted it into a bass boat.
Wait, all right, how? Like,
okay,
that's incredible.
So the company is called Water Tender. They got a water tender. It's a 9.4, I believe it is. So it's like 9.5 foot.
Yeah.
So I took that. It's got two little, like if you look for the back of the boat, it's got the transom. Not the transom, the bow. No.
Okay. Yeah.
The transom mount, I had to do a little bit of finessing to fit my trolling motor on it.
Yeah.
But it's got a back part where I decked it over. I put a live well in the middle.
Okay.
I put a front deck on. I put a bow mount trolling motor. I had a transom mount trolling motor. And I had 4 batteries in there where I controlled all my electronics, my depth finder and my fish finder, all that stuff. And I took that thing fishing everywhere. Everybody literally thought that was the biggest joke ever until they was like, dude, that thing is actually pretty stable. It's like almost 60 inches wide. And when I get a chance, I will send you pictures of it before and after.
Yes. No, you have to. That was my little thing. My little thing was tiny. It couldn't have been more. It was probably 10 feet long. But when I say it was no more than 2.5 feet wide, like it was the tiniest little thing, and me and my buddy would be almost flipping the thing every time like we'd cast it.
Yep.
It was not safe. But it was a good time. I'm not complaining.
Now, did y'all ever flip it?
No, surprisingly, never flipped it once. Now I made like custom like swivel like chairs, like seats for it, so that like because there was a few times where if you'd stand up and try and cast, no dice. So it was always you stay sitting in the boat at all times. And it was only me and him that ever went out on it because I didn't trust anybody else in the thing.
Absolutely.
So no, we never. Well, we might have actually. Now that you say it, we might have flipped it the very first time we took it out. But that was before I put the seats in it. We quickly learned you don't stand up.
No.
At all in the thing.
When you got a boat that's not really that stable, standing up is not an option.
No. Yeah. So now that I'm thinking about it, I think the very first. Thankfully, it was at his like grandma lived on a lake, so it was controlled waters. There was no like motorboats or anything in there. So it wasn't, or no power boats or anything. So it was safe to fall in. But yeah, it was like, all right, we're sitting at all times, and I'm making some chairs so that we don't flip this thing again.
Absolutely.
That's awesome though, man. Yeah, dude, fishing. I haven't been fishing, dude. It's been probably, oh my gosh, it's probably been 2 or 3 years, which is a
Okay.
bummer because I used to go all summer long, and now I literally live less than 5 minutes from the Shenandoah River,
Really?
where which like I mean it's not like great fishing, but there's plenty of like smallmouth bass and stuff that you can catch.
Yeah, yeah.
And
You said smallmouth?
yeah.
Do what?
Yeah. I think it's smallmouth.
I
Yeah, I'm pretty
It
sure.
probably is because
Yeah.
I've never. That's one species that I've never caught. I've caught spotted
Really?
bass. I've caught spotted bass and I've caught largemouth, but I have never caught. I've never caught.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of smallmouth. I've only caught like a largemouth bass like one time, and it was with one of my buddies. We went, and he's the type that you would never think fishes. He's actually kind of close. He was in Williamsburg. He's a cool dude. And so we went fishing. He's like, all right, because I'm up in Northern Virginia at the time, when, like right out of school. I had like that's where my job was. And he's like, all right, I know a lake. It is stocked to the brim with bass, largemouth bass. Let's just go there. It's kind of maybe in someone's backyard, but I've never been kicked out. So we drive all the way down. You know how it is. And like your hunting video where it's like, it's fine. Just walk on in. And so we go on and we're out there fishing. Bro, you just cast in, pull out. Cast in, pull out another one. And they were all, I mean, it's a bass, so it's not like they weren't huge or anything. But still, you're catching pretty good. I probably had the biggest one I caught was probably, I don't know, 13, 14 inches long, which for a bass is, it's not bad if you're just catching them like no
that's
problem.
crazy because when you got a pond that's got that many bass in it, that's really all you're ever going to catch.
Oh yeah.
You have to take some out so they can grow.
Yeah. Oh, and these things they were fat too. Like it was. Have you ever cooked a bass before?
For me, bass fishing is not it's always a catch and release. I just don't. I even hate killing bass. Like if I accidentally like gut hook one and I'm just trying to get the hook out and they start bleeding or whatever. I don't even like that. So I can eat them,
Yeah, I feel bad. I've cooked catfish once and smallmouth bass once, and mainly just because it was like I keep catching these poor things. Like I need to appreciate it. You know what I mean? So I tried cooking them, and I will say I made a fish fillet. That big, like it was the tiniest little thing ever, and that was a one-time thing. Because I kind of feel bad. Catching and killing those things. Also, catfish. I don't know if you've ever eaten catfish, but those things are super hard to cook because they're all slimy. So I don't recommend trying to cook them. So I'll just save the pat. Okay,
she's really good at frying fish.
Really? All right. Well, she's an angel because I tried to do. I almost cut my finger off because they're super slimy. So you have to like scrape off all the slime.
Right.
And then when I went to cut, I didn't cut off enough slime, and the knife went right by my thumb, and I was like, all right,
yeah,
Chris,
close
let's
call,
not be an idiot. Yeah. But yeah, cool, man. All right, so I guess like country singing, what made you? I mean, clearly you're country through and through, but like, what made you want to get into country singing and country music?
So I like to think that people love authenticity. Mm-hmm. So for me, like I said, I've been hunting since I was 7 years old. I've been fishing since I was 9. I've always lived that country lifestyle. I was introduced to country music when I was about 6th grade, and so I kind of started clinging to it, and I was like, I love the way this sounds. I love what they stand for. And that's just, I'm a country boy. So, when I heard country music, that was long before I even heard country music. And when I heard it, I heard that early 2000s, late 90s stuff. So that's the country that I even want to bring. I want to bring that style back to country music, that style of 90s, maybe a little bit of faster beat to it, but still keeping around that slower type of tempo. And really, really putting some good soul on it. So yeah, I've been, like I said, I started 6th grade, and I've been saying it ever since.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you'd absolutely crush it. I was watching your karaoke one and I was like, dude, I used to go down in Newport News. I probably still do it at one of the bars down there. That you do, Thursday night karaoke. And I'd go in there and sing like Wagon Wheel and all these like just generic like country songs that everybody knows the words to.
Exactly.
I can say no one ever sang along once. And I think they were booing me off stage when I was doing it. So I was getting very jealous watching you sing, and the guy putting on the music like pointing at you like, man, this guy's killing it. I was like, man, I wish.
Hey, dude, we are all blessed with different things, man. I swear, it's like you think about it. Every person that you ever meet, you like. I mean, what is your gift? I mean, one person might be able to talk to a crowd better than I can. That's one thing I'm getting better at. I'm not good at talking in front of crowds. I can sing my ass off in front of a crowd, but when it comes to like the talking and stuff like that, I'm still working on that.
You're doing great on the podcast, so I know there's not a crowd here, but I feel like you're pretty well spoken. So,
well, yeah,
man of many talents.
I gotta slow my words down because a lot of people can't understand what the hell I be saying. So I gotta slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. That's fair. I mean, I grew up in definitely more like of the sticks of like almost West Virginia type, like different type of country. It's a different country vibe than like Southern country people. Like West Virginia country people is like a totally different type of country.
Exactly.
but yeah, I can pick up the twang a little bit where I feel like some people that aren't hip to the
right.
to the accent may not catch on.
Yeah.
Obviously, country music stereotypically is kind of overpopulated with white singers.
Right.
So, what has it been like being obviously a black country singer? There's obviously, I mean, there's Darius Rucker. There's a bunch of great ones, and especially now, I feel like there's more coming out.
Jamie Allen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, but has it been weird or different or hard to break into the space? You think, or is it kind of a point of difference?
It's really, really easy, and I'm going to tell you why it's really easy for me. So when I grew up in the church.
Okay.
So a lot of people, when they hear me singing, they'll hear some soul. Like I'll put some runs in my country music, you know?
Yep.
And what I do is I kind of bent that sound to where you got this soulful voice mixed with a country voice. And the two collide together, and that's the sound that you get. So people love that sound that I create. Yeah. Matter of fact, when I go on, like when I post videos, I can literally count on, like of all the videos I've ever posted on TikTok, I can literally count on two hands of all the negative comments I've gotten.
Really?
Absolutely. And it's usually kids or some no name user. You know how that go.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in all reality, man, for me in country music is really, really lovely because people, like I said, people love the sound that I create. So for me to fit in, I fit in like a glove. And it's really, I get really accepted because like I'll post a video of me singing. And like when I did my, when I was going to do Traveling Soldier, I was out there in the boat, same ring light I got right here. And I just put the ring light up and I just did a little bit of Traveling Soldier. And that video got, I think 1.5 million views on TikTok.
Really?
It literally skyrocketed because I was like, should I record the full song of this? And right now, that song, Traveling Soldier, on Apple Music, Spotify, all that stuff is doing really, really good.
Really?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, it seems like. I mean, also, how can people not like you? I mean, you're funny and can sing well, and also, I feel like it's the people that take themselves too seriously are the ones that end up having a hard time fitting in with the crowd because
exactly.
Nobody wants to hang out with somebody that's like stuck up and can't take a joke.
I'm a big ass goofball. Literally, I'm a big ass kid because when I was growing up, that's and still to this day, I love watching cartoons and just everything to do with it. And hopefully, when kids down the road, I'll be right at home when we be watching cartoons. Man, I used to watch this when I was a kid.
Yeah. Now, have you ever done any big live performances or anything?
I have not done any big live performances, but we're working on that. The biggest performance I've ever done was when I went to Nashville, and we went to one karaoke bar, and that was really for advertising. So people know that name when they hear it. When they hear Bubba Ward, they know the sound that they're gonna get when they hear that name.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what I did it for, is that advertisement. And that bar had probably, I mean, it was so packed in there you couldn't even move.
Yeah.
It probably had 250, maybe, I don't know, probably pushing 300 people in there.
Yeah. That's awesome. And so was it just like a karaoke bar where you just got to get up there and sing in front of people? Was that kind of like the vibe?
It was a karaoke bar, but it was, dude, it did not feel like a karaoke bar. Like, there was a stage, like an actual stage. You had to walk up steps on the stage,
Yeah.
Everybody looking at you. And then when I started singing, like, they went berserk. The people was like, oh my God. And that's one thing that will never get old to me, is when I hear it, when I'm singing or whatever, because people will see me, they'll see my image, but then when I go up there and start singing, they're like, what the is going on? That never gets old to me, ever.
Yeah, that's all. Now, I mean, obviously, it's like a whole new age of being able to be like a singer because you can, like you can make your own like brand on TikTok
Right.
and YouTube and all that fun stuff. So, is your like end all be all goal to do like kind of go the independent route and own everything
Absolutely.
yourself? Okay, yeah. So you're not looking to do like a label route or have a manager or anything like that.
If Ernest, he's my manager.
Okay, sick.
Yeah. So I don't want to go anywhere that's gonna try to change me for who I am.
Yeah.
I want to be as authentic. I want to be able to wear cowboy boots. I want to be able to wear cowboy hats on stage and stuff like that. Like, that's me. I don't want to go nowhere to say, you got to wear this, you got to wear that. You can't say this, you can't say that. Screw it.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to do that. And especially a lot of these deals and stuff like that are awful because people are actually trying to pay to get out of them.
Yeah. No, they're terrible. Like, because I'm buddies with Ernest, and so he's talked to me about like the industry and what they do. It's crazy because I like came into my kind of like professional world in sales, and so in sales, like if you're let's say like a car salesman, they'll give you something called a draw. So they'll give you commissions. So you're like, cool, I'm making $100,000 a year. I'm killing it. And then if you leave though, and you don't sell enough cars to pay off the $100,000 worth of commission, you leave and they say, give me my money. And that's what a lot of these record deals do, where they'll go, yo, here's whatever, $1 million. And then if your record sales or your concert tours don't offset that $1 million and you leave, they're like, well, you don't own your IP. You don't own anything
Right.
until you pay off that $1 million. So, yeah, you get trapped pretty easily.
Right. And so in the independent route, too, like you can make so much more money. Going in,
sure.
It's a little harder work, trying to finding shows and stuff like that. And that's the reason why I do what I do. So I don't want to get off topic here, but like everything I do, it's a rhyme and reason for why I do it. Like my TikTok, like my funny stuff is to bring in, I got country content. So it's bringing in country people. Thus, those country people love country music.
Yeah.
So that was the whole reason behind this whole channel.
No, I mean, and it seems. And what do you think goes more viral, the singing or the skits?
Mixture of both.
Really? So they both do well.
Yeah. So I've got singing videos that hit multiple videos over 1 million views.
Yeah.
Multiple comedy videos that hit over 1 million vieys.
Wow.
I try to do Pete wants me to do a mixture, or Ernest wants me to do a mixture of both. He wants me to do a mixture of comedy and singing. So I usually try to do at least 2 to 3 singing videos a week, and the rest comedy.
Yeah. How long does one of those comedy skits take you to make? Because for me, that would take me quite literally like an entire day's worth of work, and I would get like a 30-second clip that I'd hate and never post.
So the cop video, it took me, the first cop video that I did, it took me 2.5 hours to do 45 seconds. Because I had to write it out. I had to write the skit out. Then I had to play multiple characters. I had to do the cop, and then I had to do myself. And then I had to make sure I pronunciated all my words right. And then I had to make sure like the punchline was good. Like that. The laughs were good. Those wheezing laughs.
Dude, the laughs, you can't not laugh when you're watching somebody else laugh like that. It's like, oh, dude, like, he's hilarious.
You know what's funny? I found myself laughing like that on accident. Like,
oh no.
And I just can't help it. Oh snap!
That's hilarious.
But yeah.
All right, there you go. All right, so I have a segment that I want to do for you. It's going to just be like a would you rather type segment. All right. So here we go. So would you rather perform for 1,000 people? Now keep in mind, it's like a free concert. You're just up there opening for somebody, but you're performing for 1,000 people. Or would you rather make a TikTok like comedy skit that gets over 1 million views? Which one's like more exciting for Bubba Ward?
Perform in front of 1,000 people.
Really easy.
The reason that is because I can see those 1,000 people. The people online, you can comment, interact with them, but they don't see you in person.
Yeah.
I'd much rather get somebody that I can talk to.
Yeah. Nah, I'd agree. I mean, like, also, it is crazy to think that you have videos that have reached over 1 million people. Like, can you imagine, like being on stage and looking at 1,000,000 people.
Dude, they don't even know stadiums that can hold that.
No, it'd be bananas. All right, next question. I hope the answer is the same as mine. Sweet tea or sweet potatoes?
Sweet tea.
Yeah, good answer. Of course. All right, favorite holiday: Christmas, New Year's, or your birthday?
Christmas.
Why?
I'm a huge family man.
Yeah.
I'm one of 14 children.
14 children.
14 biological children. There's 14.
Biological children.
And I'm the middle child.
What? What's the age difference?
So the age difference, I believe Melanie, she's the oldest. I believe she's 38.
Okay.
And Kamara is the youngest. I believe she's 17.
What, dude? What is Thanksgiving like at your house?
Thanksgiving is phenomenal, dude.
Yeah, I should have put Thanksgiving in there because that is my top holiday. Thanksgiving is hands down
phenomenal, dude. I tell you, like, it is absolutely crazy because we all choose a dish.
Yeah.
Bring it in or whatever. So we got tons of food like left over all the time. And go ahead.
What's the best your favorite Thanksgiving dish?
Oh man, I love my mac and cheese now.
Really?
Mac
okay.
and cheese. We usually do either fried chicken or fried turkey. I love some fried turkey. It's hard, man. That's a hard question because there's a lot of food that's good.
Wait, fried turkey? How do you cook fried turkey?
Deep
in a deep fryer?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, sir.
I don't think I've ever had deep fried turkey.
You had deep fried turkey cooked right. You'll never have regular turkey again. You get this shit out my face.
Well, I'll say because every time. I mean, like, Thanksgiving is the greatest holiday ever.
Yep.
But I like it for, like, the stuffing and the gravy and the mashed potatoes and sweet potato casserole. Like, those are the ones, and every pie under the sun, like, obviously. But the turkey is kind of like the thing that I always eat, but we just cook it in an oven. And so it's like, it's good, but it's not. It's good because of the gravy. It's not good because of the turkey.
Right. I'm telling you, dude, if you get a good, like a deep fried turkey, I promise you never want another regular one again. In your life.
All right. I'm going to have to try one.
100%.
There we go. All right. Last one. All right. Would you rather go deer hunting, fishing for bass, or chasing tail at the bar?
Man, that is the hardest question. I mean, I love my deer hunting, but I gotta say chase and tail at the bar.
Hey, at least you're an honest man. A lot of people would get on here and lie. A lot of people would say, I like going fishing.
Not me. No, I'm a truth teller now.
What's the pickup line? What's the go-to line at the bar?
See, I ain't good. Okay, that's a good question. I am not good at. See, I'm good at talking to girls if I know them, but me talking to somebody I ain't never met before, I'm still working on that one. If I usually sang first to get the crowd going, then that's my comfort zone. See, if they know that I can sing, then they want to talk to me. I ain't even got to put no pickup lines in there.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, dude, I wish I could sing like you did. Oh, my gosh, it would have been a whole other world in college. Instead, I'd get up there and I'd be singing Wagon Wheel and they'd be like, boo, get this guy out of the bar. That's hilarious. All right, so what is, let's do like a Mount Rushmore of country singers.
All right.
Who you got on it? Who's the top 4?
Oh, man, top 4.
No specific order.
Okay, all right, Keith Whitley.
Okay.
He's got to be up there. See, Keith Whitley. George Strait.
Okay.
Definite. George Jones.
Uh-huh.
Let
me look up
he sings this song, the Grand Tour.
Okay.
And
that is an old country singer.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
And let's see the fourth one. Let's see. Man. Newer, older, don't matter.
Don't matter. No, don't matter.
Let's see. I got George Strait, George Jones, and Keith Whitley.
Yep. Because you got
Randy
some classics right now.
Randy Travis.
All right. I like it.
80s, 90s era is the era that I love the most. So that's the main people that I listen to. Like, People like Hank Williams Jr., Hank Williams Sr., stuff like that.
Yep.
I listen to him, but I really like Keith Whitley. See, when you listen to me sing, I have a natural nasally tone that I can't run from. Some people that don't know it, they're like, "Why are you singing at your nose?" I'm not singing at my nose. It's just even when I talk, you can still hear it.
Yeah.
And also, too, I have awful allergies, so a lot of the times that don't help either.
Yeah, same. It's the worst, especially being a country boy.
Yeah. So those, and the reason why I love Randy Travis so much is because his voice is very similar to mine.
Yeah.
Where he's got that nasally tone in his voice.
Yeah.
As does Keith Whitley.
Yeah.
Also has that little nasally tone in his voice. And
Yep.
also, too, Tracy Lawrence.
Okay.
Tracy Lawrence, he does. And speaking of Tracy Lawrence, I just released a cover of Traveling Soldier, Paint Me a Birmingham.
Okay. Sick.
But I found out that song wasn't originally written by him. It was originally written by George Strait.
Really?
Yeah. So when somebody had mentioned it to me, I was like, wow, I didn't know that. Now I do.
Yeah. There you go.
But when you think about it, though, how many singers there are compared to like songs written for them. Like a lot of these singers I hear really ain't writing their own stuff.
No.
There's a lot of songwriters that work with them.
Yeah. Well, have you ever used ChatGPT for anything? Or have you heard of ChatGPT?
Uh-uh.
All right. So it is like this new AI software. It is terrifying how good it is.
Really?
So you can just put into it, you can say, write me a book about a dog that falls in love with a cat.
My little brother just told me about that.
Dude, it is ridiculous. I guarantee, Drake and his ghostwriter, that's not a thing anymore. It's going to be Drake and ChatGPT, just because you can literally have it like write you a stand-up skit. You'd be like, write me a stand-up skit that sounds like Bill Burr, blah, 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 and it'll write you a whole stand-up skit. So it's crazy. I don't think it's great for, actually it is great for just having it do your work for you, but I think it's really good if you give it something, like if you write a song or you write like a paper or a book or whatever, and then you have it like proofread it and improve upon it. Dude, I use it for sales now, and it just writes all my follow-up emails, it writes all my copy, like it does everything like content-wise for me.
Nice. That's freaking awesome. You said, what is it called again?
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT?
Yep. G is in George, T is in Tango, P is in Paul. ChatGPT.
Perfect. I'm definitely going to have to invest in that because all my material I do off the top of my head. I've only written a handful of skits.
Really?
Like a lot of those, like the last cop one that you saw, that was literally just me acting out. That was no skit. There was nothing written there.
Really? Dude, wait, was the latest one that was like, I pulled you over because you're black?
Yeah,
back tail light.
That was the first one.
Oh, is that the first one ever?
Yeah, okay. That was the first cop video. What I'm talking about is the one I just did last week.
Okay, got it. Yeah, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Oh man, but yeah, no, you'll have to look into it because it's good. Once again, I would not consider myself a skit funny type person, but it is good for at least like giving you some like brainstorming some ideas and whatnot of like some content to come up with or like whatever. It's scary how good it is.
Right.
It's coming for all of our jobs.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, one of the things that really gets me when I do like comedy skits, this isn't funny, but when you put a little bit of racism in my comedy skits, when I did my first cop video, people were calling me a racist. I'm like, bro, I'm literally just joking. I'm a black guy joking about a white cop pulling over a black guy.
Yeah, dude, I appreciate your skits too. I feel like that's why they resonate with so many people because I feel like everybody's like so scared to say anything like even slightly on the edge nowadays. Where if you have one person that says it's not saying I pulled you over because you're black, that's not even racist. That's just you making a obvious joke that everyone's saying in their living room. Right. Just no one has the balls to put it on TikTok. So yeah, dude. Yeah, no, I think it resonates, great with everybody.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever heard of Cooper Allen? He's a country singer. Have you? Dude,
I saw him on TikTok.
Dude, well, that's what I was going to say. He is exactly where I see you in like a year from now.
Definitely.
Did the same thing where he's I mean, and also I'll say you're funnier than him. Like, not that he's not funny, but
Yeah.
he doesn't do the skit stuff that you got. But yeah, dude, he blew up. He's huge now. He's like one of the top like Spotify country singers
Exactly.
out for at least 2022, and literally a TikTok, Instagram country singer.
Right. So my thing is I'm actually about to start tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm going to start doing a series where I play the grandpa and myself, and we're going to be singing back and forth. Like I've done it already.
Genius.
I've done it already, and it did really, really good. Like a lot of those videos hit over 100,000 every time.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start doing that. So when they see, and also too, Ernest got me a label,
Okay.
Bubba Ward Music, with a treble clef running through the Ward.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start putting that in all my videos. So when people see the grandpa, they know the grandpa's affiliated with me, and I'm affiliated with the grandpa.
Yeah.
People, they'll see the two characters in separate videos, but I never combine the two together like that often. But I'm gonna start incorporating the two characters together, so people know like this is how I'm gonna be when I get old, and this is how I am now.
This is what I'll look like. I'll look like later in life. That's like because he does. I'm trying to remember who it is that he does them with. But he would do. Maybe was it Thomas Mack? Who was it? He has like a little segment though where he'll do like basically a country rap battle with one of his buddies. And it's the same thing where it's just a series where he'll put it out. You know, it was like once a week or once a month. But they always would do well. They're always entertaining. And, yeah, it's the same thing with, like that you're saying where it's just like kind of the consistency of getting people to recognize you and it kind of overlaps the skits with the country.
See, and I want people to know that I'm a country singer first. Like I do the skits, but I don't want people to think this is what I want to do for a living. That would be super cool because I love doing content. I love coming up with ideas and then putting them on paper and then putting them out there. And you see all these people just dying laughing over it. Like I was like, dude, I am literally crying right now. Like I love reading comments like that.
Yeah. You know what you could do too with that type of song is you could definitely do it like in 3 or 4 parts, and then you just make it a song and you just put it out on Spotify. Like it could just be a song. You just break it into like 5 little sections, and put it out on TikTok, and like it'd be very easy to do that and just make a lot of good content out of it.
And you speaking of like recording stuff like that, I want to be able to record my own covers at the house.
Okay.
Like I want to when I finally get my own place. Yeah. I want to get to where I can do, like I say, people will comment and say, look, let's do a George Strait cover or do Amarillo by Morning by George Strait.
Yeah.
I'll be able to go right to my room, sing my song, edit the video down, put it in GarageBand or whatever have you, and then go from there. I want to be able to do that.
What do you do right now when you record? Do you just sing into the phone? Is that how you're recording most of the stuff?
I actually go to the studio.
Okay.
I don't know if you know aware of Pete's or Ernest's friend Monty.
Okay. I might have met him throughout over the years.
He records a lot of my stuff. When I did Traveling Soldier, I actually went up to DC to record that song.
Okay.
But around here I do I go to Monty. He does pretty much all my stuff for me.
Yeah. And so what is it? What do you even need to be able to make good music at your house? Is it like just a microphone and like some like sound, whatever it is, sound panels or dampening panels?
So one thing that creates a good sound, if you got some kind of panel board that will stop the echo.
Yep.
So your voice is super crispy,
Yep.
Some people record in the closet because there's clothes around and kind of absorbs all the sound.
Yep.
Or you can take a little booth. It's like a booth that goes all the way around like this.
Yep.
And you can pretty much sing into that. You need an interface.
Yep.
So you can plug your mic into it. And then you need a quality microphone.
Yeah. How much does a quality microphone cost?
A quality microphone you can get. Okay, so in country music is a little different. You got somebody that's got like a deeper tone to the voice like me. My voice is not, I wouldn't say it's like super duper deep, but it's a deeper tone. And you want to be able to have a microphone that picks up your lows and your highs. because as well as I can sing low, I can also sing really, really high too. My range kind of that came from gospel music.
Yeah.
So yeah, you want to definitely pick up a mic that will create your highs and lows, and a good one costs you anywhere from $250 to like $600.
Okay, that's not bad because this thing obviously I'm not singing in it, but I mean this thing for my untrained ears, and I'm just talking, but this thing was like I don't know $60-$70,
right?
And it does the job, but it's definitely not like a professional studio quality microphone by any means.
Right.
And then I have these things right up here are those like panels, and I have them on like the other wall in front of me, just because this room it's like it's like my office, so it doesn't have like clothing hanging up or anything to kind of help with that echo. So I put up the panels around the room just to help the echoes, because I'd be on here and it'd just be like echo.
Yeah. It sounds
but they're cheap. It was like I think these were a pack of maybe 10 or 12 off of Amazon. It was like $12 for. So and they look cool too. Like they're like kind of like cool looking, and they probably aren't as good as other ones you could get for sure, but they do the trick for a podcast.
and your voice sounds really like clear too. Like there's no echo. Everything sounds good.
Yeah. Now wait, is your next spot you're trying to get? Are you trying to buy a place? Or are you trying to like get a place to rent? What's the next move?
I want to rent a place just for now.
Yeah.
When I finally make that move, I'm contemplating on moving out west.
Really?
Yeah, I'm contemplating on moving toward Nashville area a little bit more.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but we'll see. That's still up in the air. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so I'm definitely wanting to do that because I feel like I'd have more opportunities out there.
I mean, Nashville, it's kind of just where you have to be if you want to get in the country.
Here's one thing about that a lot of people don't really know.
Okay.
Nashville used to be the place that you go to get found. Now it's social media.
Yes, I would agree with that for sure.
So I created a Facebook page. So a lot of people will tell you, and you probably already know this about marketing. When you make it on Facebook, you can make a shit ton of money. Like I'm talking about like a lot of money. So I started doing reels on there.
And what like you can make a lot of money? Why or how? Just because you get the popularity? You
want to know what's funny? I'm still learning the whole ins and outs of how that works.
Yeah.
The whole paying thing on Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't really know how it works, but all I know is that there's people making $100,000 a month on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah. Because TikTok. If I got the views now on Facebook that I do on TikTok, I wouldn't have to pick up a shovel or do whatever. I would not have to work hard. I could literally do this full time, and that's actually what I want to do. Saying full time.
Yeah.
But there's stepping stones to get there. So like
for sure.
The comedy,
I was checking out your YouTube, and I assume I found your main one. It had like maybe like 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers. Is that your main YouTube channel?
Yeah, so that's my main Bubba Ward Music. It's my main channel. And it's approaching 3,000 subscribers on there. So
yeah. Because have you monetized your YouTube channel yet?
So not yet, because I don't have the watch hours just yet.
Got it. Yeah.
Once I'm actually going to upload a video tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm going to do the full version of Deeper Than a Holler. So I've got a lot of film work to do tomorrow.
Yeah, because I was going to say, now that YouTube allows you to monetize shorts, I feel like your content would crush on YouTube. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, it pays better than TikTok or, Instagram. I don't even think Instagram pays.
Wait, YouTube monetize shorts?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Was this recent?
Yeah, pretty recent. Probably 5-ish months ago, 4 months ago. Yeah. No, like you need to put all your shorts on your YouTube.
100%. I'll upload one tonight.
Yeah, no, like 100%. Look into it. But yeah, like a guy that I had on the podcast, I don't know, maybe a week or two ago, maybe 3. He's totally different genre. He does like financial education videos. His name's The Financial Wolf. and he's got what is he at, like 150, 200,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Nice.
And the dude is making, well into the six figures just off of AdSense every single month off of YouTube. And now they do shorts because he's saying, I think he's got like 300-ish thousand subscribers on TikTok.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, I just put all of it onto YouTube now, and I get paid to make TikToks essentially. Yeah. So now once again, I don't know what the pay is because I haven't monetized my channel. Same with you, where I mean, I'm YouTube wise, I'm not even close to monetizing. But yeah, it's your content would do very well on YouTube. So get on that.
100%, dude. Like I said, I'm trying to upload full videos, but I'm gonna start uploading my shorts. Like I'll be in a car singing, and I'll film a video of me singing and put it on like Snapchat or something. But I started saving those videos, and I was actually saving those videos and put it on YouTube Shorts, and they got like 1,700 views.
Really?
Which, I mean, in YouTube terms, it's not a huge amount, but that's still a good amount of views,
I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. My very first short I ever did was actually with Ernest, and it got, I don't know, 1,200, 1,300 views, which is funny. We were just joking about who's better, Kobe or like LeBron.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man. All right, so let's do this. I have kind of a section at the end of all my podcast. Because I can't believe we've been talking for like almost an hour, which is insane.
Really? Oh my god!
Yeah, we're at 51 minutes. I feel like we just got on, and I looked down. I was like, "Holy crap, we're already at like 50 minutes. I should probably wrap this up."
Yeah.
But I do something. I call it the mailbag. All right, so I just have people. So if anybody wants to get in the mailbag, just DM me on Instagram at Chris Arslan, or just comment below. But I had a few people and a few comments specific for you. That I'm going to ask you and see what you say. So first one is, how did you get started? And did you start on YouTube or TikTok first?
I started on TikTok first.
Really?
I started on TikTok back in, I believe, when COVID happened. Back in 2020.
Yeah.
And what was it, 2019 or was it 2020? Which one was it?
I think everything shut down in 2020, but the COVID virus was starting to spread in 19 because the name was COVID-19. Yeah.
So I started doing that, and then when I did that, I actually created a YouTube channel. Not far after, not shortly after I created a YouTube channel.
Yeah. Which one took off quicker? I would assume TikTok, right?
100%.
Yeah. TikTok's crazy. People just go viral.
And that's the reason why TikTok is such a huge marketing, ploy. But people use TikTok for literally anything.
Yeah. All right. Next mailbag question.
All right.
Well, this is kind of funny, but we already kind of talked about this. But how long did it take for you to gain steam and gain followers on social media?
All right. So I'm gonna speak on TikTok because it's my biggest platform. I'm trying to grow my other ones like Instagram and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I posted every day. And so Dana Great, I think he had like 1 million followers at the time. When I was at like 15,000 followers, he hit me up and said, "Hey,
really?
You want to collab? This man's got millions of followers, and I only got 15,000." And he was like, "Hey, you want to collab?" I was like, "Hell yeah!" So him and I did a video together, and my following went from 15,000 to 22,000 in 6 hours.
That's crazy.
6 hours. It went from 15,000 to 22,000 6 hours.
Wow, that's insane. Isn't that crazy that you can just? It's pretty cool. It just in like business and just in general in life that you can just help somebody by doing. I'm not gonna say nothing, but like if you got it, you can just very easily help other people out.
100%.
Yeah, it's so cool. That's awesome, though. Is there anybody like on your dream collab list or feature, like any like country singers or TikTokers you want to collab with, or singers you want to get on the track with?
Okay, one of the people that I 100% like, Chris Young. Chris Young is in country music. I mean, he is. I would say he's an idol because him and Keith Whitley is Chris Young is a huge fan of Keith Whitley. I'm a
Yeah,
huge
yeah.
fan of both of them together. So I
Yeah,
always
yeah.
tell myself, and matter of fact, in country music, Chris Young is the main one that I get compared to out of anybody. Anybody
Really?
that hears me singing Chris Young, because Chris Young sings with a very soulful twang too.
Yeah, yeah.
So him and we sound a lot alike when we sing. You know, that low tone that we use before we go into a note. And
Yeah.
so yeah, that's yeah.
I like it. I like it. All right, next one, which I'm surprised I haven't asked you this already, but what's your favorite song to sing?
My favorite song to sing. Let's see. That's a hard one because I literally always draw a blank when somebody asks me that question. One of my favorite songs to sing because it's very sentimental to me is "Outskirts of Heaven" by Craig Campbell.
Okay.
It's a
Okay.
song about there's dirt roads for miles and hay in the fields and green grass forever. It's just that song is one of the most special songs to me. I sang that song on Father's Day, probably 3 years ago, 4 years ago, something like that, and just on Facebook alone, just on my personal page,
Yeah.
it got like 7,000 views.
What?
I made it public. It got 7,000 views there. I probably got 80, 90 shares. People were loving it. I mean, people were just sharing it all over the place. So that's by far one of my favorite songs to sing.
All right. I like it. I like it. All right. So, who is your biggest musical influence?
Biggest musical influence right now would definitely be Chris Young.
Okay. All right. How come? Just because of the kind of the soulful.
Or let's say, with influence or idol.
Let's go both. Let's go both. I had influence, but we'll go both. Let's go both.
So idol is Randy Travis.
Okay.
Influence will be Chris Young.
All right. I like it. I like it.
And the reason, like I said, the reason being is because Randy Travis, his voice is a lot like mine. Like I said, it's got that naturally nasally tone.
Yep.
He also sings kind of soulful. Like when you hear him singing, like when you listen to somebody like Hank, they don't sound like Randy Travis.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
don't have that. I like vocalists. I like people that
Yep.
I don't like just storyteller singers. I like
Yeah.
vocalists, and that's the reason why I like Randy Travis so much because he's a storyteller who sings really well.
Yep.
And his sound is very like when you hear him singing, you know it's him. Like there is no mistaking. Oh, I don't know who that is. As soon as he opens his mouth to speak, and it's the same with me. Like people are like, dude, you don't sound like nobody on the radio.
Yeah.
But I can compare you to people, but you don't sound like nobody on the radio. You have your own style, and that's what I always cling to.
Yep. You know who I was actually thinking that? I mean, you don't sound anything like him, but I mean, you clearly are funny. Like you have your whole comedy skits that you're just doing for fun. Was it Jake Owen where he has he kind of does like the joking country a little bit where they're good songs, but they also have they're kind of like joke songs at the same time where he's like talking about getting drunk. Yeah, like parody music where I feel like, I mean, no disrespect to Jake Owen, but I think your voice is better than his. But I feel like you could definitely get away with doing some parody country music as well because it's fun, loose, just talking about hunting and fishing and doing whatever. Would be something. I don't know if you've done any original songs like that where you've tried to and now obviously you're going to be doing the son and grandfather type music together, which will kind of be that kind of parody music. But I think you could easily crush in that genre as well if you wanted to get into it.
Yeah, see, that's one of the things is when it comes to singing, I always usually am pretty serious when it comes to that. I'll go to a karaoke bar or something like that. People hear me singing, they're like, "Hey, can I come sing with you?" I'm like, "F no." In the nicest way possible.
This is a sport, buddy. This is serious.
I don't think this is a joke. You're gonna get up there and you're gonna be singing off key, and I'm gonna be pissed off. So let's just not do that, okay?
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Do you have any collaborations with any artists coming up anytime soon?
So I gotta reach back out to him, but there's and now his username slips my mind at this moment.
Yeah.
But he does videos. He actually did a video with Danny Great.
Really?
Southern Dad video. Him and Danny Great did a video together. And his username is slipping my mind right now. And if I could tell you off the top of my head, I would. But he's got like 1.7 million followers on TikTok.
Yeah.
So him and I are going to do a Southern Dad video together.
Wow. All right. There you go. There you
Mm-hmm.
go. And wait, and you said it's Danny the Great?
So Dane the Great, it's Dane the Great.
Yep. The Great. Is this
Uh-huh.
the guy that you were doing it was like you were like working on a car
Yeah,
waving
yeah.
to him?
That's the guy.
Okay. How do you film one of those?
So-
How does that come together?
Okay, so when he hit me up, he told me, him and I got on the phone like, okay, what are we gonna do? We're gonna do this. You're gonna say that, whatever. He's like, write me a little skit, and then you do this, and this, and I'll put my part on it. So I wrote my own skit, sent it over to him. He was like, dude, this is fucking money. He edited the video together.
Yeah.
He uploaded that video on a Friday night.
Okay.
That video hit over 1 million views in the first 2 hours.
Really?
Yes.
And how does it work on it? Because I would be lying if I said I was a TikTok user. Like I'm way. I just been slacking. There's too many social medias now for me to like get on the train of all of them.
Uh-huh.
But can you do like I know on Instagram you can do like collab posts where like I could post something and you can post it with me. Can you do the same thing on TikTok where you both post it together, or does he have to post it on his own separate page?
Right. Yeah. He's got to post it on his, and I got to post it on mine.
Got it.
Yeah.
Because that'd be cool. I wonder why they don't do that. Because I know on Instagram you can do like a collaborative post where like I could post something and then we can. I don't know how. I've never.
I
done
gotta figure out how to do that because I don't really know how to do that either.
Yeah. Well, maybe when I'll edit out a little short of this and we'll try and do a collab on like Instagram, which is like the only thing that I use right now.
Hell yeah. That'd be perfect.
But cool, man. Well, I guess where can people find you? Just give all the handles so that people can find you and check out your stuff.
All right, so you got TikTok is going to be Beer Buddy TV. YouTube is going to be Bubba Ward Music. Instagram is going to be, I believe it's going to be Bubba Ward. You can when you type in Bubba Ward and you know it, like you'll see my picture. It says Bubba Ward in the actual photo. In the photo,
Okay.
You see Bubba Ward in the actual photo. That's one thing I'm gonna have to get good at because I don't really know that one on top of my head. I don't have a Twitter, nothing like that. I just mainly got YouTube, Facebook also,
Yep.
Bubba Ward Music.
Yep.
So those are gonna be pretty much the same. Instagram, Bubba Ward Music, and then you got my personal page is gonna be Bubba Ward. I don't know if it's officially. I think it's just Bubba Ward.
Okay.
And I think that is it.
What about Spotify? Come on now.
Spotify.
You got Spotify, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
So Spotify, Apple Music, all the social media that does music is going to be Bubba Ward.
Okay.
Great Bubba Ward.
Yeah.
And that is BUBBAWARD.
There we go. Well, cool. I appreciate you coming on. It's been a blast getting to know you. And the next time we are in the same city, we're fishing together. I'm going to make sure of it. Yeah, I'm going to make sure of it.
100%. Definitely, man. You definitely know when you let me know when you're around, and we can definitely get together and rip some lips.
Rip some lips. Let's get it. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Chris's Secret Podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. It would mean a lot to me if you could subscribe to our YouTube channel at Chris's Secret Podcast or follow us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify at Chris's Secret Podcast once again, or follow me on Instagram. It's just at Chris Arslan. And remember, if you want to get involved with the show, reach out to us and ask us a question, and you might be featured here on the show during what is my favorite part of the show, the mailbag. So if you want to get involved, it's very easy to ask me a question. Just slide into my DMs on Instagram. Once again, that is at Chris Arslan, or leave us a comment on YouTube on our latest YouTube video, or leave us a review on Apple Podcast and ask us a question in the review. Remember, 5 stars only, please. And until next time, figure out some ways to make some passive income so I can see you out on the slopes or on the pickleball courts. So until next time, peace.